angry, Aussie, Aussie, angry, Aussie, angry.
Okay, I'm just trying to leave chicken in chat. I feel like chicken needs to be higher than that. Maybe I put this glass here. That's a little bit higher. I want chicken to look straight on if we can balance the chicken. No, it's not going to work. Okay, you can look over that way, chicken. It's fine. Okay, so yes, I am making videos. Got to decide which one I'm going to make first. Right, you bloody well right. You know what? I'm going to do a freaking blend of these. Right, looking at things I was going to make. What was I going to make? Lavina. What's a Lavina? Rye, Amaro, sherry, and bitters. Okay. Rye, sherry, yellow chartreuse, and elderflower. Okay, that's the last one. And an old pal. Rye, vermouth, Campari. Okay. What do I feel like having first? Maybe the most challenging one. All right, the old pal. I'm going to do an old pal. Oh God, I'm just going to do a blend. How much should I actually pour into these glasses? I was doing a tasting video just before the stream. Okay. Those two make up the first one. Okay. Gonna do an old pal, 'cause I'm your old pal. Okay, I'm gonna make it first. I'll bring these back here to be in the background. What do I need to get my Campari substitute out. This one's almost gone. It's okay, I have a local alternative. Dolon. Right. Vermouth, Campari. Got this. Okay, fucking ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and or roll. Megalich and Safa. Did I say hello? Hello. All right, let's get this party started. Y'all want this party started, right? What else did I want to do? Glass, that's right. Actually, in the glass, I'm going to stir the cocktail in. And let's bring this light over here. Bring it down there. Okay. Turning it on. Beep, beep, beep. Will do. Yeah, let's just, wait a second. I'll just get two things ready. Then I'm going to be Mr. Ready. That's what the girls call me. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Yeah, 3/4 ounce of vermouth. Okay, let's go. Yes, Harry. Chicken's in charge. All right. I should. Oh God, I forgot what I was doing. I'm such a fucking ditz. There we go. Good Lord. I am so easily distracted. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me. Put some ice in the glass. Put some ice on the floor. Okay. Now, I will put the lid on the little thermos, keep my ice frozen while I'm not using it. Oh, we'll do this in a Nick and Nora, I think. Just like a Nick and Nora glass. Oh. Got my stirring finger. Start this up again. Wait, that's not really the right place. There we go. It's pretty good. All right. Let's strain that in. Ooh, that's a wash line. That's a wash line right there. All right. Let's get this happening. Right. Could bloody tune the bloody camera on, really, if I wanted to. Right. Now that's all ready. It's all ready. The first cocktail I'm going to make dates back more than a century. It's called the Old Pal, and it has Campari in it traditionally. Anyone who knows me knows I'm not going to use Campari. I do have an alternative, Doran's Bitter de Chambray. It's just nicely bitter, not over the top bitter like Campari, as far as I'm concerned. But you do you. And I just thought, so with that bitter side, it wants a bit of robustness. I also realized I had an excess in the tasting glasses I had. So I've actually done a blend of two of the whiskies, the Smoky Archie Rose and the Stout Cask from the Gospel. And that is the whiskey that I'm going to be using in this cocktail. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a classic G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a classic cocktail dating back more than a century, the Old Pal. It's a rye whiskey and Campari and vermouth. It's pretty interesting. That was a shit intro. G'day, cocktails. This is a classic, the Old Tom. Oh, fuck me. Jesus. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a classic cocktail going back more than a century, the Old Pal. It's a rye whiskey cocktail. It also has a bit of aperitivo and vermouth, making it a more complex Manhattan, really, I guess, taste-wise. That little extra bitterness compared to what you'd usually get with a Manhattan makes this quite interesting. Here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, put 2 ounces or 60 mils of rye whiskey. Follow that up with 3/4 of an ounce, about 22.5 mils of dry vermouth. Then the same amount, 3/4 of an ounce of a bitter red aperitivo like Campari. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then strain it into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. Which gives us the Old Pal from your old pal, Miss Train Creek. Cheers. Okay, that's enough for now. I will probably do at least one more, maybe 2 more this stream, but for now I'm going to sit down. Sit down, laddie. And have this slightly bitter cocktail. And then again, I'm slightly... Oh, wow, that just auto-adjusted, didn't it? I might have... okay, chicken, I know you really enjoy being in charge. You're going to have to step aside. If you didn't see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, and a lot of men died. I'm just quoting 60. Oh, God, my camera's going... Oh, no, it's refocused. Oh, we're good. We're good. Ah, yes. Chicken in charge is very old school sex doll mouth. Your modern real dolls are a bit more, well, I guess realistic, naturalistic is what you'd say. I'm going to get rid of this banner. Where are we? It's kind of people of a certain age. I suppose they probably still sell those terrible sex dolls in sex shops. Oh God, I'm going to look now. I won't be sharing anything on the screen because I'll probably get thing. Let me go. Where the fuck is my cursor? God damn. Australian adult stores. Love Honey is an ad, goes up the top. Wild Secrets, which I've never heard of, is the first organic listing. The Western Advocate, which is the newspaper from the town of Bathurst where I went to uni. Flirt has been voted Australia's best adult store. Time Out actually has the 13 best sex toy shops in Melbourne. Chemist Warehouse sells sex toys. I didn't know that. I literally, I have to see what sex toys Chemist Warehouse sells. Yes, adult content. I'm over 18. Yes, that proves I'm over 18. I fucking clicked a thing. A clitoris stimulator. Oh, so these are vibrators and stuff. Oh, Chemist Warehouse is not going to sell blow-up dolls. Yeah, okay. And the sensible images is very weird. Let me have a look. Sorry, I'm just cracking up that fucking Chemist Warehouse sells sex toys. This one that came up first. Love Honey. Male toys, dildos, wands, cock rings. You gotta love all that. bondage gear, lingerie, lubes and essentials. I like lubes and essential. Okay. What do they have for male toys? I bet they don't have blow-up dolls anymore. Just variations of a fleshlight. And a prostate vibrator. There you go. Yeah, they're all just... Wow, that actually looks like a fucking vacuum cleaner. My God. Yeah, they're just all variations of fleshlights. Oh, God, there's one that's a torso. That's unsettling. It's a torso. It has boobs. It doesn't have arms, legs, or a head. There's something deeply disconcerting about that. Okay, a whole shit ton of what do you call it? Fleshlight alternatives. Penis extender. So it's like a dildo you stick on your dick to make your dick, well, to make the impression of your dick is bigger. Oh, and that's only 36 of 330 products. Oh, God. And there's another one. It's not even a torso. It's just the bottom half. Again. Oh, and I know. Something about those just says serial killer to me. If you're going to have a fucking torso in your house. Gosh darn it. I mean, fleshlights are slightly odd, but, you know, they're functional. Word. Get over it. Have party celebrating our country and so... Well, you know what? Don't celebrate invasion and genocide and people won't whinge. They won't whinge. You know, if fucked in the head moronic chuds didn't obsess about Australia Day, which, by the way, was only decreed the national day in the fucking 90s. So go fuck yourself, anyone who goes, oh, heritage tradition. It's not a fucking tradition. Different states across the 20th century celebrated Australia Day on multiple different days. So that's such a bullshit line. So I wish they would get over it is fucking bullshit, quite honestly. So I just need to point that out, that's an absolute bullshit statement. So yes, I don't even particularly feel the need for, you know, a big flag waving national day. If someone else wants to, well and good. My suggestion is don't do it a date that is unavoidably attached to invasion, dispossession, and genocide. You know, crazy thought. You know, at least like America's National Day is, they could say it's like the day they got rid of the British. Nobody fucking whines more than a flag-waving, jingoistic dickhead with no sense or understanding of history. So step right off the fucking tram with the they need to stop whinging. Okay, I need to stop looking at sex toys because they're weirding me out. Look, I was too subtle. I was going to blow up sex doll. I'm just looking for the images of those classic mouths. Oh my God. Yes. Oh no. That's actually a Halloween costume for a real person to wear. Okay. No, okay. This is the classic. And I feel like I can put this on screen because it's not that graphic. It's just weird. So this is what Chicken in Charge is very reminiscent of.
See, chicken in charge. You see, they're cousins. Strictly Sega, you don't have to be embarrassed. Party night was fun. I'm only disappointed that we had the technical problems because it would have been great to have you on camera on the stream for a while. But there was the noise and feedback. Well, it wasn't feedback; it was delay and echo, which was disappointing because it would have been fun to have you on the stream for a while. All right, so yes, waded through all those fucking sex toys. I just wanted to show that picture of the old school sex doll that Chicken in Charge looks like. What's this one? La Vina. Yes, it's on Diffords, and we put a bit of orange peel in it, I think. In a coupe. Yep, okay, I'm going to make that one in a coupe. Well, that's a bit of fun, definitely. Yes, if we can work out that what technically, because as you can see, I don't use headphones. It's maybe because I'm streaming. It varies from person to person if there's echo, distortion, delay, or whatnot. It'd be fun if we work out a solution so you could join another night. But we've got to take it as it comes. I'm just being classy. That's okay. It's not the bitterness. That's not too much. That's, I don't know, 7 out of 10. No regrets. Good for a bit of variation. Not going on my favorite list though. The old pal. It's not going to be my old pal. But yes, a contemporary classic. Death & Co. Do have a bit of a weakness for Death & Co. cocktails. I think it was the radio, listening to the stream on YouTube and taking it back in the mic. Yeah, it could be that, like, because there would... Yeah, okay, so that would be numero uno. Because there will be a delay between you saying anything and then hearing it on YouTube. So that would be tip number 1. Next time, shut off the audio on your computer, and it might be as simple as that. That might have been the only problem. So, but yeah, hopefully we get to try it out again, because it's always fun to have folks on the cams and have a bit of a fun party night. Particularly as you seem to be getting into the booze much as I was, so which is a good Friday night. Yeah, no, I did see there was a thing with a legal threat from Twitter about Zuckerberg launching their Twitter clone Threads. Again, I am not a legal expert. The stuff I read about that said the letter that the Twitter lawyers sent was ridiculously vague and probably wouldn't hold up, but who the fuck knows? It's impossible to know what's going to happen in business world stuff, but I guess we'll see. How good is Threads? So you're really enjoying Threads? I haven't got deeply into it yet. I also got on Blue Sky the other day. I got on Blue Sky and Threads the same day. Speaking of which, where's my goddamn phone? I'll put it over here. Right. Yes. I'm certainly not hooked on either of them yet. Maybe I'll get there. I mean, honestly, they're a bit vibey. I don't know what that means. Notifications. The notifications are weird on it. They don't go away. I hate seeing little things that won't go away. Hmm. What is this doing to me? Come on, just go away. Yeah, I won't go in there. And what's that? Oh, that was Blue Sky. What's Threads doing? See, okay. Plus for Threads is they seem to be taking action against Nazis and medical misinformation, as in COVID deniers. Less good for Threads is they got that Facebook fucking rules where no one can even get nude on Threads. You can get nude on Blue Sky. Not, I don't get it. No one wants that. The whole thing. Okay, so honestly, ripping apart David Crusoe in the movie Jade, good use of time. That was quite a bad movie, and David Crusoe is apparently just a dick. Whereas you don't reckon anything happened with the lawsuit? Yeah, it does seem pointless, but who the hell knows? When there's people with lots of money, anything can happen. So yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it's very early days for Threads and Blue Sky. They don't have a lot of functionality. They have the base functionality. It looks like Threads is going to be popular with brands, like advertisers. And of course, who's going to love Threads? Successful Instagram people, because you sign up through Instagram and it automatically makes everyone who follows you on Instagram a follower on Threads. So, uh, I don't know. Blue Sky might succeed just by being different and being not corporate-y. Except, it's run by the guy who used to run Twitter. So, of course, he's a detached from reality, stupidly rich guy. Head thoroughly up his own ass. So... that was interesting. Okay. We're up to 8:30. I might make another one. I got to decide. I had some lined up. Lavina, rye, amaro, and sherry. Okay. Which one would I use for that? Legacy. Okay. That's bitter. Toothless lion. That's sweeter, so I'll use the bitter. Damn, man. I'm a gosh darn genius. Raise the old cunt on social media. Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing: is like there was a period where the various ways of interacting socially burnt out after a couple of years, but then within what was about a 5-year or less time span, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and they didn't go away, which was a bit weird. So it was this new paradigm. So on one level, I'm like, ooh, starting from scratch with Blue Sky, okay, and with threads. But then it's like, that's what we always used to do. So I don't know. I just don't know what's going to happen. All right, I have made my Janius. I'm going to make the toothless lion next. Okay. Okay. This is, I'm going to do wordplay and how clever I am with wordplay. Oh, I guess we need to bring Chicken in Charge back. Chicken in Charge, aka 80s sex toy. I'm just trying to get it to face straight on and not. There we go. Because wait a second. Oh my god. This is. Oh god. Okay. This is like one of those things, except Megaleech didn't actually tell me, where I've had these things and they're causing me a certain amount of bother. And I go, bother. And two key ones, Megaleech, who can't even see the thing that's giving me bother, goes, how about you, X? A thing I, who has the device, never thought of. And he was right. But this time I was like, why is that facing off the side? And I went, wait, does the head twist? And it does. God damn it. So it's easier to put Chicken in Charge facing front on now. God damn it. Come on. Get your shit together, Chicken in Charge. I can hardly leave you in charge if you want to. There. Now you're looking straight ahead. And that is honestly quite disconcerting. Okay. All right. Let's do the next one. Okay, so I'm going to move the chair. Yeah, honestly, I bet if I'd mused on it on screen, you would have just said, can you twist the head? And I was just like, it just literally, I've had those chickens for 2 years. I've had Chicken in Charge on the stream for a while. It never occurred to me. God damn it. Okay. I'm going to make this one. All right, let's get this shit sorted. Okay. Oh man, it's still a bit smoky. Okay. Put that there. What did the recipe actually say? Yellow chartreuse and elderflower. Okay. So. Yellow chartreuse is here. I've been using the elderflower heaps. Where did I fucking put it? God damn it. Too many goddamn bottles in here. God, do you think I have a problem or something? Where is it? There it is. God damn it. I'm trying to find shit. Oh, okay. Okay. So, first up, we're doing this one. Oh God, you're listening to Cliff Richard. I just got those things. AM/FM. I feel so fantastic. About is that a tribute to the early Walkman, wired for sound? Wearing the headphones and roller skating around. Okay. Let's see. Is this about there? That looks good.
let's get the beverages right. Okay, so 2 ounces of rye. Stuff I got in here. Stuff I got in here. It's a little shy. That's a bit more like it. 3/4 of an ounce of sherry. Where's my sherry? So funny. Using sherry a bit more in cocktails, even though I associate sherry with grannies in the 70s. 1/2 and 1/4. Okay. I think we're ready to go. I will make this. Okay. Sherry. The yellow chartreuse. And the elderflower. Just a 1/4 ounce. Okay. Nope, I'm not. I was just about to take that off, but I'm not done. I have to stir it. Stuck in there. And a bit more ice. Freshen up the ice. Alright. And this. And this. What are we going to put this in a coupe? Okay. Alright, so if you start recording, I'm going to stir this. It's probably enough. Oh man, that tastes pretty good. Man, that's actually pretty good. Ooh, there's a bunch going on in that. Okay. All right. Strain that in. Where's my fucking peeler? Honestly, where's the peeler? God damn it. Dropped it on the ground. Oh, a little bit disorganized. Okay. Strain this in. Oh, that's the wrong thing. This. Strain this in. And a bit of the old orange oil. There we go. Okay, that's done. Oh, who's that on Twitch? Mr. Ian, hey Dad. It could be. Describe your mother to me. Right, moving stuff around. Got to do a bit more talking. This goes here. Okay, cord is getting really tangled up. I'm going to have to untangle that. That's for another time. Oh, goodness me. We're good. We're good. A little bit of talking coming up. The second of the rye cocktails is the sweetest of the three, so I thought I would use the slightly bitter one, the Maiden Eye Nocturne aged rye whiskey from Archie Rose. That will balance the sweeter elements quite nicely, I think. This cocktail is called, or was called, a dandelion, because the original recipe said use some dandelion infused rye whiskey. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to use my rye whiskey out of the bottle. So instead of the dandelion, I think I'll call it the toothless lion. G'day cocktail lovers. This is my version of a cocktail called the Dandelion that doesn't have the dandelion element, so I'm calling it a toothless lion. It's a rye whiskey cocktail. It's sweeter than a lot of rye whiskey cocktails. Oh, but I tell you what, those elements are working so well together. You're going to want to make this. We make the cocktail like this. In our mixing glass, we put 2 ounces or 60 mils of rye whiskey, then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of sherry, then half an ounce, 15 mils of yellow chartreuse, and finally just 1/4 of an ounce, around 7.5 mils of elderflower liqueur. We add ice to the glass, stir it for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, then strain it into a chilled coupe. Nice simple garnish, a twist of orange peel. The different elements in this are working really well. It's going to lean a lot on which sherry you use, so use a good sherry, but give it a go, the dandelion or the toothless lion. Okay, that is genuinely good. It's like a 7.5. That one was a 7, that's a 7.5. Okay, time to sit down again. I got at least 2 of them done. We'll see if I do the third one. Oh, chicken in charge. You really don't want me to put you aside, do you? But I'm going to. Yes. Hey, musical aviator. Practicing Beethoven on your 18th century trumpet. Strategy for the 4th movement. Swap hands at marking H because painting the elbow biceps. God, that sounds intense. Holding the trumpet for 15 minutes in one hand. Good Lord, that sounds intense. Yes. Your commitment to your art is admirable. So, yeah. This one's very brune. The other one was very red. Man, it's pretty fucking yummy, actually. It's not too sweet, just a little bit of sweetness in there. Sherry's got like a bit of nuttiness going on. You know, because I'm me, I'm going to put a cherry in there too. What's that? Just skewer here. Oh, my thin. Just have my thin over here. Jar o' cherries. Right, you bloody well, right. Oh, I thought I had one then. As the jar goes down, it's harder to skewer a cherry because they move around. But I persevere.
Because I'm nothing if not determined. Oof, I got a bloody I got to maintain my strength with not buying more bottles. I've had a couple of temptations, like probably 3 temptations in the last week, and I resisted them all because the previous 3 weeks I bought far too many fucking bottles of booze. Which some people would say is quitter talk, but it's like, no, I bought 4, 7. Oh god, I think I bought like 10 bottles of booze in about a 3-week period, which is stupid as hell because these bottles go down really slowly. Like seriously, if those 10 bottles were the only bottles of booze I had, that would probably last me a year. It's just like a ridiculous amount to buy in a short time frame. But anyway, motivation to cook dinner. See, that's where the pre-packaged things come in. This is where I get things like U-Foods and Light and Easy. No motivation required. Chuck it in a microwave. I do like to cook occasionally, but strictly saying, I replace some. In fact, in the last round of purchases, a bunch of them were one-offs or new ones, but I was actually replacing a couple of bottles or having backup bottles. One was replacing. I'd run out of a particular citrusy gin that was a limited edition. So I thought, while I could still get that limited edition, I'll get it. And then there were 2 that were backup bottles for bottles that weren't quite empty, dry gin and a Scotch whiskey. And again, the reason I got the Scotch, it was on special. But the reason I got the dry gin is because it's a really good dry gin. So I do replace some bottles, and otherwise I just kind of get random stuff. Like I got a new cherry liqueur because I'm not sort of married to any brand of cherry liqueur. But there was a Luxardo cherry liqueur. The people who make these cherries also make a liqueur, and it's fucking good. I tasted it for the first time the other night in the stream, and it's really good. Cerez, throw it in the pan, cook it, and microwave Uncle Ben's rice. I mean, that works. Yeah, Mexican. Whip up Mexican stuff in the pan, some quick rice to go with it. I honestly, with Mexican, I often make burritos or enchiladas. I think it's enchilada when you bake them, and I love doing that. Make the base thing, wrap it in a tortilla, put it on a baking tray, cover it in cheese, bake it. I friggin' love that. I haven't done it for a little while. I used to do it semi-regularly when the offspring was still living in the house because I could make a batch and they'd all get eaten. Now, if I make some, it's only me who's going to eat them. So I was like, not so much. So I've been, well, it's not just lazy, although there's a little bit of laziness in it, having these pre-packaged ones. They're also calorie controlled, and so I'm working on that side of things too. So, and that's working on the Social Dirty front. Okay. Ooh, that one's edging up in my estimation to maybe an 8 out of 10. It's really nice. Like I could see making that one again. That's nice without being too sweet. Oh god, I went out date night with Mrs. Angry last night, and she was we'd finished dinner, and she was being slow with her final cocktail. Like I'd finished mine quite a bit before, a very nice old fashioned, and I said, half serious, half joking, like, maybe I should get another cocktail to keep you company. And I thought, oh, no, I don't need it. And then she just went, oh, do you want a martini? Oh, my God. You said martini. Yes, I want a martini. So dude comes up, do you want anything? And I went, yep, I just got talked into getting a martini. Yeah, my favorite, dry gin martini. And he goes, "Oh, dirty." And Mrs. Angry laughed and said, "Yes, filthy dirty." And I went, "Yeah, if I can go for it." And it was filthy dirty. For those who aren't familiar, that means it has a lot of olive brine in it. The garnish was 3 olives on a skewer. Mrs. Angry got those because I don't really like olives. Hey, Justin, how you going? Oh my gosh, the drink was like seawater, but in a good way. Like it was. I don't normally make. If I make a dirty martini, it's normally lightly dirty. This was filthy dirty, and it was really good. Like I wouldn't have asked for it like that, but I got it like that. It was good. Sketch Tech has a question. I'm always up for questions. Yes, please ask your question. Look, also, there's probably a delay between when you type something on Twitch and when I see it because I'm restreaming. If hands were feet and feet were hands, which it's because we have 4 pens on the ceiling. Oh God, wasn't that a Simpsons thing where Dr. Nick had sewed someone's hands and feet on wrong and he had a little rhyme about it? Safa, we actually finished dinner early because we started early. Like our booking was at 6. We got home before 9. Got home, chilled out on the lounge, and watched Star Trek. Well, it's a nonsense question, so I'll give you a nonsense answer. I mean, yeah, hands were feet, feet were hands. I'd practice walking like a chimp. I don't know. And Justin, it would be funny to see Morrison or any of the shitheads in the LNP face criminal charges for robo-debt. Yes, true. Anytime you're upside down, blood rushes to your head. It'd be more a case of you might be inclined to work on all fours. Actually, I mean, you see, no, okay. It was, it was a whimsical nonsense question, and I'm all here for that. But I'm going to be slightly realistic now. You get people who are either born without arms or lose their arms in accident. They get very dexterous with their feet and toes. There are videos of it online. You should check it out. Humans are remarkably adaptable. Bro, you can ask questions, bro. Bro, ask a question, bro. Yeah, Harry, a lot of people just trying to, keep chat. And keeping chat turning over is a good thing. Stop licking the toads, bro. The music's not that loud. It's the whole thing. Honestly, the Spanish-speaking trolls were funny. The Spanish streak. Safa, when do you ever ask if you can ask a question? Ask a question. Music's on your end. Can I turn it down? I mean, I could. I have powers. I can do things across the internet. The music's now at an appropriate volume. The music is where the music wants to be. That's what I'm saying. So, music will do what music does. Bro, come on, bro, ask a question, bro. Ask a bro. How long was date night? I answered that. We were home by 9 o'clock, and then we watched Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a bit to live up to. Having had the Spanish-speaking trolls, there's a little bit to live up to. Dr. Abigail, hello. How are you? Was it raining? No, it was really fucking windy though. I had to get used to it. We were actually in an outside place. The place was very busy. We were in an outside bit that had I guess cover stuff, plastic, and the wind was really strong. And just after we got there, the wind whipped through, and like the plastic shielding things was at one point they whipped really sharply in the wind, made me jump. Just the first time. I was ready for it after the first time, but it was like snap, like a whip crack. Very off-putting. I was scared, Dr. Abigail. It worked. I thought you might have been disapproving of something when you said boo. You're actually trying to scare me. So. Just having some low-key lo-fi playing. See, we were talking about music. Oofed, I have to decide. Okay, so I've made a toothless line. I'm playing with my task management thing. Wait, did I make Lavina? No, I made an old pal. Okay, the other one I was going to make is Lavina. Rye, Amaro, and Sherry. Dash of orange bitters. Oh, that sounds like a quality night. I mean, any night that involves eating cheese is good. Watching netball and Tour de France? Why the heck not? I had yummy food. Good drink. Oh, in all honesty, there was this big disappointment to me because the last time we were at this particular venue, which is called Copycats near a train station, which is why we go there. It's easy to get to. Good food, good drinks. But last time we were there, they had some stuff on their menu. And one in particular was like one of the best cocktails I have ever had. It was just exceptional. It's really good. And they dropped it from their menu. It's disappointing. Quite disappointing. Because it's kind of like if I'd have never known these cocktails existed, I just would have had a really good night. And I did have a good night. But I hyped up like, oh man, they had those really good cocktails. I'm having those again. See, the thing is, Scratch Attack, I do have a boring threshold. And when people fall below the boring threshold, I stop paying attention. So keep that in mind, buddy. Bro. So, yeah, it was weird having had high expectations and having those dashed. Yeah, having those high expectations and then having them dashed was a bit of a bummer. And but everything I had was good. Drinks I had was good. Food I had was good. There was just this sort of, oh man, I was all geared up for a particular thing and then I couldn't have the particular thing. Toby's watching on Facebook. Hey, Toby. Wait, what's this audible? Yellow face. Oh, I read the synopsis of that. And there's a great phrase in the synopsis for this. So there's a book called Yellow Face. Sunday best-selling author R.F. Kuang. When Athena dies in a freak accident, June steals her unpublished manuscript. And so, okay, Athena Liu is a literary darling and June Hayward is literally nobody. When Athena dies in a freak accident, June steals her unpublished manuscript and publishes it under her own name. Publishes it as her own under the ambiguous name Juniper Song. But as evidence threatens June's stolen success, she will discover exactly how far she will go to keep what she thinks she deserves. What happens next is entirely everyone else's fault. I fucking love that phrase. Someone doing a bad thing and says it's everyone else's fault. Yeah. Bro, if you don't know what you're doing to have me call you boring, bro, then I don't know what to tell you. It's just like, it's not edgy and wacky and out there to do nonsensical comments and go with non sequiturs. You can have fun and stuff, but if you keep doing it, it's not wacky and quirky. It's boring. It's just boring. Justin, we were talking about threads before. I'm not deep into it yet. I don't know. It might be a thing. I am on threads as Angry Aussie. I'm on Blue Sky as Angry Aussie. I'm not deep into either of them. I might be. I might end up there. Who the heck knows? I'm watching Elmo Mush flail around and make an even bigger idiot of himself is of course good. That is a good thing. Love good things. Oh, nice. Toby having a video camera. You could make YouTube videos. That's the things weirdos do. But, I embrace the weird. Harsh race. Scratch is the type not to watch the genitals and then blame the partner for the UTI they have. Oh, God. This is one of those things where, I just generally miss AIDSy, but he was good for stories about young guys who have very poor habits and don't understand how poor their habits are. Particularly with, sexual health and whatnot. I agree, Toby. Embracing the weird. I'm in favor of it. But I think if I'm going to make one more video tonight, another rye whiskey. I think Elmo's Twitter fuckery has been a joke for a while now. That's an interesting one, Safa, because Elton John was at Glastonbury, and it's one of those things where it's like evaluations of art, creativity, performance are entirely subjective, because I saw some reports that said he was really, really good, and I saw some reports that said he was really, really bad. Who knows? Of course, the videos of Rick Astley at Glastonbury were interesting. Like, he particularly did that Smith song, "There Is a Light That Never Goes Out," and the audience went wild and were singing along. It's good. Justin, Meta's gone after TikTok ages ago. Instagram's trying desperately to copy TikTok with Reels. Oh, again, as you said, like 40, 50 years performing. I mean, my God. That was pretty funny, Strictly Sega. John Farnham did so many retirement tours. There was even that thing, and I think the case got dismissed, where some guy had launched a lawsuit against John Farnham for having too many retirement tours, because he's saying the only reason I bought tickets for the last one is you said it was the last ever. So, yeah. I mean, YouTube's trying to copy TikTok with shorts. I do shorts all the time for TikTok. I probably should actually put them on TikTok. I don't know why I don't, because I'm lazy. I have a TikTok account, and I don't think I should. I should put them on TikTok. I make all these shorts for YouTube, and I should put them on TikTok. I've got fucking mountains of them. Safa, I think Threads is completely tied into Instagram. I'm not sure if you can do it if you don't have an Instagram account at all, but Okay, that's a weird bit of trivia. I didn't know that Axl Rose toured with AC/DC. Yeah, those guys are pensioners. They're all in their 70s. The ones who are still alive. They keep dropping like flies because they're old men who led very tough lives. Well, of course, because most governments and responsible companies think TikTok is a security risk because of the potential for the Chinese government to access all the data that's on it. I think it's a official directive from the federal government that TikTok shouldn't be on government devices. Man, that was pretty fucking good. Okay. Am I going to make Lavina? Okay. I am going to make Lavina. What are you doing to me? The residue from the cherry sitting in the bottom of this glass. If I had a Gene Simmons tongue, I could lick the glass clean. But I just have a normal human tongue. Oh, yeah, it is kind of funny. People going, oh no, China and data. It's like Google, YouTube, Facebook. They're all fucking siphoning your data off. It's just that they're not a hostile foreign power. I'm going to turn off my lo-fi music. I just had that on there for a while for fun. I think that dude on Twitch finally went away because I said he was boring. In my defense, he was being real fucking boring. It's kind of, and I get that randos don't know who I am. They don't need to know who I am. There's no reason they'd know who I am. And they think they're going, I don't know, destabilize me or upset me or it's just like, oh, motherfucker, I've had like literal Nazis on Stormfront after me trying to fuck me up. So some rando who thinks he's wacky and out there and is going to throw me off balance, it's like, yeah, sorry, sunshine, not going to work. I mean, good on you, champ, for trying, but, you're trying to be too clever. I'm just going to get bored with you. Strixhair, he's just saying the bro, and he's throwing in things like, show me your poo-poo or something. And it's just like, okay, sunshine. It's just like, your big thing is to go in and go and see if you can freak people out. Like, dude, no, it's not going to work on me. All right, I'm going to make another video, the Lavina. Gonna make my new favorite rye, this one. Okay. So, I mean, I might put chicken in charge again. Put chicken in charge. So ridiculous. Okay. I'll put the banner so people know what I'm doing. Chicken in charge. What? Okay. Oh, I need this chair. Oofed. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Never knew this way before. Okay. We're gonna make this one. We'll put this here. We'll put this here. Rays, you're allowed to have fantasies about fucking the chicken. The chicken's up for it. I'm just saying.
I mean, look at the chicken with that dirty, dirty mouth. Right, these go back. And I get my favorite Amaro out. Amaro Montenegro. Oh, I kind of feel like there's something funny about Montenegro too. Vaguely remember something that I found humorous about Montenegro and Italy. There was a monastery. There was some weird thing happened in a monastery. You know, monasteries, weird things happen in them. Sweetness. Sweetness, I was only joking when I said, by rights you should be bludgeoning your bed. Oh, now I know how Joan of Arc felt. Now I know why I sing old Smith songs, because I'm a Gen X tragic. Okay, 1 ounce of each of those things. Und orange bitters. Where are my orange bitters? Those are lime bitters. These are orange bitters. Now I know how Joan of Arc felt. Just 1 ounce of these. Okay. Right, I did actually pour that. Want Amaro Montenegro and sherry. The sherry. Let's get the sherry. Get the sherry ready. All right, let's turn this little bit on. Yes. Beep, beep, beep. You tell me. Beep, beep, beep. You go there. There maybe? There maybe? There we go. That looks good. Let's do that. And cherry. Orange bitters. So that's probably enough of that. Right. Hey, buddy, what you doing? I was just having these ridiculous South Park things going through my head. Say, hey, buddy, I'm not your guy. Hey, guy, I'm not your buddy. Put a bit more ice in here. Ice, ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Forget man. Let's do this. And I'll do this. Oh man, that tastes really good. Oops, I didn't necessarily mean to do that, but I need to reframe this for the glass. That's pretty good. Okay. All right. Is that one finished? Now I just got to do my little talkie talk. Take me a couple of minutes. Okay, turn that back on. My audio recorder. Sorry, I love how it's tricky saying it. Your door sounds like a rubber chicken. Okay. And that's ready. And this is ready. For my final Rye July cocktail, I'm going to do a Death & Co recipe. I do have a bit of a weakness for Death & Co cocktails. I've got their book, and there's a lot of them online. They do make exceptional cocktails. This one's called Lavina. It's a little lighter than the other ones. It's equal parts, and so there's less rye in there. And so I thought I'm going to use my new favorite, the Gospel Legacy Rye in this one. And I think it's going to hold up, even though there's a little bit less rye in this one. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a rye whiskey. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a rye whiskey cocktail from Death & Co. It's called Lavina. It's a bit lighter than a lot of cocktails because it's equal parts, not dominated by the whiskey. So if you want something a little bit lighter, but still with great flavors, I think you want to try this. That is really tasty. Here's how we make the cocktail. In a mixing glass, we put 1 ounce, 30 mils of the rye whiskey of your choice, and then 1 ounce or 30 mils of the Amaro of your choice, and then 1 ounce, 30 mils of sherry. Finally, round things out with 1 dash of orange bitters. Then add ice to the glass and stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then strain it into a chilled coupe. For garnish, we'll just do a twist of orange peel. Which gives us the Lavina, a great mix of rye whiskey and some, sherry? Which gives us the Lavina cocktail. There's great flavors in here. I really recommend you try it. Cheers. And that is the Lavina cocktail. I think this is my favorite of the three. By coincidence, the last one is my favorite. Again, because it's a little lighter with less whiskey in it. You could also have more of them if you were so disposed. But I did like all three of them. In my rating scales, I think they range between 7 and 8.5 out of 10. This one gets an 8.5. I think I'd definitely make this one again. I'd be interested to hear what your favorite rye whiskey cocktails are. Celebrate Rye July. It's not a real thing, but it's an excuse to have some rye whiskey. And who doesn't love that? Cheers. That's pretty wild. That's pretty strange.
Have you ever seen a jellyfish? That shit's crazy. Okay. Got all three done today. That's some editing work for me to do over the next couple days. Strictly Savior, thank you for the tip. Do 1 or 2 a day. Jesus Christ, I've got such a huge fucking back catalogue. I could do it for ages. But thank you for the tip. Ooh, I'll switch the banner off too. We get more bro talk. Bro, if your hands or feet... No. Okay, you know what? That was just doing the nonsensical thing and whatnot. Saying, hey, cute. It was cute, but it was honestly boring the first time. Doing it again is a little bit embarrassing, quite honestly. A YouTube friend of mine, I think it was like his first post on TikTok, got like more than 1 million views because he's like a middle-aged guy. He's like, I don't know, he's my age. He might be younger than me, he might be older than me. I don't know. Uncle Pete. On YouTube, it's Uncle Pete's Cocktail Shop. But most of the time, he wears nail polish. And so he had just this video because he's wearing nail polish. They got all these comments like, "What the fuck are you wearing nail polish for?" Then there are a bunch of people saying like, "Nail polish is fine, leave it alone." And because that was engagement and controversy, so TikTok kept feeding it to people. So it's like his first upload to TikTok got over 1 million views. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Icy Saracen, you hate the new Indiana Jones. I have not been to the cinema since June Part 1 came out because I'm concerned. COVID and all, closed space, recirculated air, lots of people. June Part 2 might get me to go back to the cinema. I actually need to talk with Mrs. Angry about how she feels about that. We have not had a movie date night in a long time, and we used to do that a lot. Probably at least once a month. So I have to talk to her if she's feeling like going back to le cinéma. This is the best of the 3. This is fucking good. So I think of the 3 cocktails I made tonight, there's a 7, an 8, and an 8.5. It's very yummy. That one's very yummy. Thoroughly recommend it. Yep. Man, I should start my blog up so I can put these scores on and remember which ones I like. God damn it. I'll get to it eventually. It's kind of like when I get to it and do it, then it'll just be a thing that I just do and it'll be good. And God damn it. So, yeah. I just got to get in the rhythm of doing things because, Jesus Christ, I waste a lot of the day just fucking around. I did actually, I enjoyed it. I spent a couple of hours fucking around today on Red Dead Redemption 2. Doing murder spree, Arthur being murder hobo, and just fucking killing people. And I just decided I was going to go in various things, various towns. Can I get away with killing people with no witnesses? So I could kind of be a serial killer. And so in the populated areas, it's different. Oh, Micro's come on and being the bed police. We all have to go to bed immediately. You're the bed police. Yeah, well, that sounds like something the bed police would do, quite honestly. So, yeah, I actually spent a couple of hours fucking around on Red Dead Redemption 2 today, just killing people. And there's one thing, I want to go into populated areas and seeing if I could get people in isolated bits and kill them and no one notice, which I could. I did actually manage to kill a couple of people. But then I also decided when I was riding between population centers, anyone I passed on the road couldn't be allowed to live. I would lasso them and drag them behind my horse. And when they died from being dragged for too long, I'd leave them there. So I think Arthur was going to be a serial killer known as the Dragger. Various people and law enforcement would find all these bodies around the countryside of someone who'd been dragged behind a horse until they died. I did kill a lot of people doing that. Then I would get bored and go into a bar and throw a fucking stick of dynamite into it just to see what people would do. Safa, do I like camembert? I don't mind camembert. I prefer brie. But also, in my 20s, I preferred camembert and didn't like brie. So there you go. You're going to tie your hands behind our back? Well, it's still sexual as far as I'm concerned, Micro. The bed police tying my hands behind my back. Sounds like a good night out. That's all I'm saying. Oh, man, that is actually really fucking yummy. Tasty. We've got to do the cheese again, Dr. Abigail. Honestly. Okay, maybe we should do that next time, I don't know, someone's visiting Melbourne. I don't know. Yeah. But we've got to do the cheese again. Because the cheese is fucking awesome. And I don't think I've done it since we did it that time. Maybe. I don't know. I lose track of time. I do the cheese occasionally. All hail the cheese. Oh, so good. But of course, now we're talking about the cheese platter at Gin Palace, which is probably my favourite Melbourne bar now. My favourite bar used to be Bar Americano and it closed down. Boo. So my favourite now is probably Gin Palace. But there's 4 pretty good bars within basically one block of each other in these back alleys. And there's the Tiki Bar, Luau, the Gin Palace, Bar Ampere. Oh God, and the other one, which is the new one that I always forget the name of. But they're all within about one block. 4 really good quality cocktail bars. And you can get food at them too. Snackies or full-on food, depending which one you go to. But mind you, there's also all these other ones. There are so many of the top-end Melbourne cocktail bars I've never even been to. Because there's too fucking many of them. Yes, they should change their name from the Gin Palace to the Cheese Palace. I think they would just give us a look if we went in there and said, you should change your name from the Gin Palace to the Cheese Palace. I think they'd cut us off. There was that one time we were there where they were definitely cutting me off, rightly so, but they were happy when we ordered food. Is that a thing the bed police do, really? I mean, I was expecting a whole bunch of stuff from the bed police, but cheese up butts, that's actually taken me by surprise. Justin being horny on Maine, which a fan of, by all means. You might have had your hands tied behind your back, might have had a ball gag, might have been fun. I mean, honestly, you know, it's a good night. That's what we're saying. Oh, man. That's fucking yummy. You know what I need to do? I need to do a thing. I'm doing a thing for Mrs. Angry. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. That was definitely the winner of the 3. Yes. I want some ice baby. Give Mrs. Angry something to put in her hot chocolate in the morning. Boys, ready? my barrel-aged old-fashioned, which I just decanted. I'm going to have a full one, just a little one. That's the thing with a pre-batch cocktail. Can just have a little. I've got a liqueur I was aging in here too. Which one is that? Which one is that? This one. Yeah, 17th. That's going to kick ass. When is the 17th? Another week. So that's got to stay in there for another week or two. Okay. So it's just letting those things age for a month. So we've got the old fashioned out. It's barrel aged for a month. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Oh, my God. If I didn't have you to tell me that, Dr. Abigail, I would have been lost. The 17th is a week from tomorrow. Okay. So not this coming week, but sometime the following week, I will decant the liqueur I have barrel aging. There'll be another thing. And I've got empty barrels. I have to decide. I mean, honestly, that was real. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, that was really good. A barrel-aged Lavina. I mean, that's pretty fucking good, honestly. I'll have to go out and buy some more sherry. I will have to go out and buy some more sherry. So that's going to be like, it's like 300 mils or even 400 mils of rye. Okay, so that's a big thing. All right, I might do a thing. Sorry. I was just going to say I might do a thing for the third time in a row. And fooding, nice. No, I definitely don't question your authority. It's taking directions I was not necessarily expecting. Oh, nice, Justin. Permanency at work. Yep. I just passed my 1 year anniversary of permanency. First, permanent job I'd had in 20 years. I was talking to my accountant about the other day about how I pay more tax and whatnot. Yeah. But as I say, I'm just being lazy. I'm going to be super honest. I'm planning for retirement. Even though I'm 10 years off retirement, I'm planning for it. I might need a pinch of salt in it. It's a little bit bitter. No. I'm going to do it. Actually, I am going to do it. Where's my Japanese bitters? Going to do a teeny tiny experiment. What on earth? The experiment. Don't take away. Oh. I'm going to put a tiny bit more sweetness, tiny bit, and oof, oh man, that's nice. Some umami bitters. I don't have to pay for my young'uns' uni supper. They can pay their own uni costs. I'm going to retire, I don't know, when I'm legally allowed to. 10 years from now. Because I'm fucking old, dude. Yep, that is actually better. Yum. Fucking yum, man. Time's marching on. I might not open that bottle of soda water. I had this thing with ice to have soda. I might just have the water that is melted ice, quite honestly. Want some water before bedtime. Where on earth? Yes, Safa. And over the next 10 years, who the fuck knows how far retirement go? Like, honestly, my retirement plan is either winning lotto or complete societal collapse. I'm banking on complete societal collapse being the more likely, quite honestly. So no retirement plan counts for shit because we'll just be doing Mad Max stuff. Who knows? Who honestly knows? But yeah, I mean, super, I think is a good idea. I'm actually on board with super. But of course, for whatever reason, the LNP hate it. Like, for instance, if Labor hadn't won the last federal election, if the LNP had, God forbid, won another term, they would absolutely, without question, have destroyed superannuation in this term. So I kind of feel like, Labor winning is only postponed it, but, barring disasters, Labor is going to win the next federal election too. The one after that, who knows? That's too far down the line. Anything could happen. Hellion, hello, Kirsten. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us. You don't need to be apologized for being late. You're like a wizard. You arrive exactly when you mean to. And your presence is a moment of grace, whether it be early or late. Oh. You have chores to do. Oh, well, I'll just be in the background. I've been making rye whiskey cocktails tonight for my YouTube channel. More or less, following what you said about doing rye July, because it already has done dry July. And I did get the newest Gospel Distillery limited edition rye, which is probably my favorite rye ever. Certainly my favorite from the Gospel. So I did a thing with because when I looked through my collection, I have 4 ryes, 2 from Archie Rose and 2 from Gospel. And I did a taste across the 4 of them and gave tasting notes, and then made cocktails with rye whiskey. So there's going to be one long video where I talk about rye July, and then there'll be 3 shorts of 3 different cocktails. Oh, yeah, tidying your house. Where are you going away? Where are you going away to, if that's the thing you want to share? And yes, I think my super's reasonably good, being in the public service at the moment. So I got to, slide into retirement in le public service. I saw one of the tabloid Sunday papers today. I went to the supermarket to get a couple of things, and one of them, and I mean, they're all trash. I don't even know which one it was. I had this there, Fat Cats Payday. I mean, cool, I have to know what that is. And it was talking about people who take the head jobs in public service roles, getting paid a lot, like $500,000, $600,000. And it's like, oh, the excuse was they're competing with the private sector. Like, yeah, they're competing with the private sector. But yeah, it's weird. Oh, okay. Queensland for a family wedding. I hope that is fun. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope it's a good time. Did I get wasted every day prior to retirement? No, I don't. I actually pace myself. I don't know. It's a fun thing. Don't know what's going to happen. So, I mean, theoretically, Mrs. Angry owns an apartment. We're sharing this place now. So theoretically, in retirement, or possibly even prior to retirement, we might move into the apartment she owns, which is where she was living before we moved in together. It's rented out at the moment, but we'll move in one day. I don't know, at retirement or pre-retirement, or we'll sell that because I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Like I said, my two big picture things for retirement were either fund my retirement with the fact that I won lotto, or we've had a complete societal collapse, and so it just doesn't matter. Oof, that's a nasty one. Secretary of the Senate Robot gets 900K a year. God, that's a lot of fucking money. I do know there was a thing at the federal level, and I'm not federal public service, but this push has happened before and failed, and they're trying again. They're saying there should be a different pay scale for IT workers because the public service at their limited pay scales just cannot compete with the private sector, and so they're dependent on contractors and consultants, which is not good. So they might come up with a pay scale that's outside of the general public service for people doing IT work, which obviously would benefit me because I do IT work, but who knows? So Dr. Abigail, instead of saying I'm an 80 plus super, it's 88 including super. Oh, monthly pay fucking sucks balls. Sorry, I missed the first bit. You work for an accounting company. Ugh. Yeah, no, it's fucked. I did a little bit of negotiation when I joined the public sector because you get these bands. And they said, you're going to be in this one. And I went, I'm not going to be at the bottom. And they were like, what? I said, I'm just not. I'm not going to be at the bottom. And because I'm a top. And they said, what? And I said, don't ignore the fact I said that. Yeah. It's late. It's a Sunday night, honestly. Okay, that's wild. Just look at that person has 900K and no direct reports. God damn. People are fucked. Again, where I work, it's honestly pretty good. Like tomorrow, I'm taking, I don't have anything that requires me in the office. I would normally be in the office on a Monday, but I'm not going to go in because I don't have anything that draws me into the office, and I'm just going to let him know. Look, Mrs. Angry has a medical appointment. I need to take her there, and they'll all be cool with it. It's fine. I will be going into the office on Tuesday. It's cool. It's like I'm not getting any outlandish pressure in my job. The arbitrariness of saying go into the office X number of days annoys the shit out of me. It's basically as simple as if someone said, oh, I'm seeing there's difficulty in getting X done because of people not being in the office, so go into the office. But if it's like, oh, everyone's delivering on what they need to, then just fucking do it. And we'll have a few special events in the office, and I'll go in for that. It's fine. It's fine. The whole thing is fine. But, if I get started ragging on middle managers who are really insecure and just want to stand over people and whatnot. I'm just really going to do it. I'm really going to do it. And I was like, all right. Drinking some water because I'm responsible before bedtime. Oh. That's the funny thing because I've been drinking something incredibly flavorful. And so I think there's like a coating on my tongue of a lot of flavors. So if I just drink water now, the water tastes really good. It's a whole thing. Oh my God, Justin, you're ragging on Jackie Lambie? Seriously, there's like 100 people I'd drop kick from the cushiness of a parliament job before I drop kick Jackie Lambie. She's not perfect. In fact, some things she says and does is terrible, but there's a bunch of people I'd drop kick from the teat of Parliament before I do it to Jackie Lambie. She at least has more honesty than a lot of people in the Parliament. She fucks up. She definitely fucks up. But I could be wrong. But with Jackie Lambie, I get the vibe that in a lot of topics, you could sit down with her and say, okay, why do you feel that extreme way about that thing? And she'll go, blur. And I go, okay. I hear what you're saying. I take that on. I'm listening to you. And I completely misunderstood you, Justin. Absolutely misunderstood you. You said Jackie Lambie. See, I saw that. The English language, ambiguity. It's like, I thought you were talking about why does Jackie Lambie have a job? Jackie Lambie was asking why that particular public servant had a job. Yeah, no, legit. Dr. Abigail, you think the job of senator open her eyes? Yes, I think Jackie Lambie still lapses a bit occasionally, but the vibe I get from Jackie Lambie is you could sit with her, and if you're not confrontational, you let her say, okay, blah. Okay, I get you have strong feelings. You have strong feelings about this. And I hear what you're saying, and I'm taking that on. Okay. Have you considered this, or have you ever actually talked to someone who's experienced this and they would tell you that? I honestly think Jackie Lambie is more likely to take the time to listen to you than some people in Labour and the LNP would. So she's definitely said some ridiculous fucked up shit over the years, but I also get the impression if you could not be confrontational and just be really calm and say, cool, I get that you've thought about that. I get that you're troubled by that. I'm hearing you. I'm taking that on. How about someone who has an experience that's different to you and me, and their experience is this? What would you say to that? I do feel like Jackie Lambie is more likely to listen than a lot of people in the Labour and LNP. But, who knows? I don't know shit. Suffer. That's the old Slim Dusty joke. I'd like to have a drink with Jackie. I'd like to have a drink with Lamb. Drink in moderation. Okay, now I want to write a verse of I want to have a drink with Duncan, but with Jackie Lambie. Okay. I like to have a drink with Lambie. I like to have a drink with Jack. We drink in moderation. And I've got to come up with a rhyme for that. or lamb. Go lamb or Jack. Okay, I feel like I should be able to come up with this. If Slim Dusty can do those rides, I should be able to. I like to have a drink with Jackie. I like to have a drink with Jack. We drink in moderation. Oh my god, it's bugging me because I feel like I'm this close to coming up with stuff. Also, just purely in terms of drinking, I think it would be really fun to go drink for drink with Jackie Lambie to see who's the last person standing. Because I think she'd fucking wipe the floor with me, quite honestly. I think I think I would be lying on the floor, gibbering and drooling, and Jackie Lambie would still be going, get the fuck up, mate. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh dear. She's funny. Yeah. It's kind of like there's a spectrum of things where I disagree with Jackie Lambie. There's a spectrum of things where I agree with her. But I think she's more honest than a lot of people in the big parties. So yeah, she's occasionally said things, and I've just gone, "Oh my fucking god, why would you say something that stupid?" And that's usually been anti-Muslim stuff, actually. Seriously, that's probably the only area where I've looked at her and gone, "Oh god, you've just been fed some bullshit there, and you've fucking fallen for some bullshit." That's probably the only area where she has occasionally said some really dumb as shit anti-Muslim stuff. But I also think like you could talk to her, maybe get things. But who knows? Kirsten, you've given up on chores. I've given up on chores. Safa, there are days where she feels like a female Bob Catter, but broadly, I think she's better than Bob Catter. But also, I do want to say, I think for a decent chunk of the time, Bob Catter genuinely believes he has the best interests of his constituency at heart. And I think I'd probably I'd put Bob Catter as more honest and more consistent than pretty much anyone in the LNP and about half of Labor, quite honestly. But every now and then, Bob Catter just gets really unhinged. But I also think you could talk to Bob Catter and you can just go, "Okay, Bob, chill for a second. Bro, champ, I am not arguing with you. I am not being confrontational with you. But let's just think for a second. Let's just stop and think for a second." Safa, I genuinely think I could hang out with Bob Catter. But Jackie Lambie occasionally says something weird, but Bob Catter semi-regularly says something that's completely unhinged and just like, "Bob, buddy, oh mate, what the fuck? What was that? Come on, back to Earth, dude. You've gone somewhere out on an elliptical orbit that's taken you out past Pluto. Just fucking come back to Earth, man. What the fuck was that?" And Bob Catter is fundamentally conservative in a way that conflicts with my worldview. And just occasionally really like that. I will never tire of that video grab where people were asking him about gay marriage And he's just going like, oh, I don't care. People are going to do their thing. Love is love. Let love bloom in a million different fields. But I don't want to spend a lot of time in that when someone's being ripped apart by a crocodile every week. It was just like it was this flip from him saying, if gay people want to do gay stuff, honestly, cool. It has no effect on me. I don't care. And then he just flipped to this weird, actually not true thing about people being ripped apart by crocodiles in Queensland. It was just like, Bob, what was that? Are you taking the right pills, Bob? What the fuck was that about, buddy? So I think the difference between them, I think they are both innately conservative. I think both of them have more integrity than pretty much anyone in the LNP and about half of Labor. But Jackie Lambie, I think, sometimes gets suckered into extremist shit that has no basis in reality. But Bob Katter is occasionally off his fucking trolley and he's in orbit somewhere out past Pluto and he's not attached to reality. It's like sometimes Jackie Lambie says something that's fucked up and conservative and not based in reality, but Bob Katter sometimes says shit that's completely fucking loopy, and it's like, mate, what was that? What the fuck was that? I think I could genuinely enjoy sitting down with both of them. I honestly think I could genuinely enjoy sitting down with both of them. I think in the LNP, very few people in the LNP I could sit down without wanting to punch them in the fucking face. Very few. And I think about half of Labor. I could enjoy sitting down with. And about half of Labor, I want to say, what's your fucking problem? What the fuck is wrong with you? Niece, Dr. Abigail, yeah, it is. It is actually bedtime for me. You were in Foodend. Still the gallbladder pain. That fucking sucks. Hope that sorts out. Oh, Raze, you did your cooking. Nice. Ray's been doing some Mexican. Oh, man, I'm going to drink some more water. Might be some water from melted ice here. A bit of hydration before I go to Sleepy Burbos. Oh, Justin, Penny Wong is probably my favorite politician, quite honestly. I think I could probably do shots with Penny Wong. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, I think Penny Wong is probably my favorite politician. She fucking rocks as far as I'm concerned. I think I could double date Penny Wong and her missus and me and Mrs. Angry. We could go out and have dinner and drinks, and I think it would fucking rock. I think it would be a good fucking time. And I swear to God, she's a politician, she has failings and whatnot, but I will forever be a Penny Wong stan for the time. This was caught on video. This is going back quite a way. She was doing an interview for ABC Radio, and Joe fucking Hockey was going in there to do something. And Penny Wong basically came out of a studio, and Joe Hockey was walking down the hall, and they crossed paths. And for whatever reason, there was a camera there. And Joe Hockey, who's a fucking dork, goes, "Hi, Penny." And Penny Wong just looks at him and goes, "Ugh," and walks away. So good. So fucking good. Oh, okay. That's a little bit of advice. Gallbladder fucks with your body. Okay, if it gets taken out, okay. Music Elevator is practicing mile or two on the 20th century trumpet. Oh, you gotta stop. It is late. 10 o'clock on a Sunday, honestly. Anyway, okay, so it's like 10. I'm gonna go to bed. So the ceremonial closing of the stream. Oh, look. Can I do this? No, this. Look, it matches my shirt. Look, although that's an olive on my shirt, this is a cherry. Eat the cherry. Good night, everybody. Safa, what am I watching tomorrow? No fucking idea, bro. We started rewatching The Mandalorian. We might rewatch more of The Mandalorian. I don't know what we're going to do. Probably back on Tuesday, though. So you all take... I'm half, 3/4 Jim Smith. I don't know. Going to eat my cherry and go to bed. Oh, man, I fucking love that. Oh, I love that cherry so fucking much. Oh my God, that's so good. So fucking good. Anyway, you find people, take care. I hope to see you another time. Oh, my phone just dinged. Is that Mrs. Angry telling me she's going to bed? Maybe. Who hath dinged me? Yep, that's Mrs. Angry going to bed, so I'm going to bed now. So I'll see you another time. You find